Hedera keeps evolving. The entire like hash graph engineering team is just like stacked with amazing developers. Like it's really impressive to see kind of what they come up with. But when you kind of take it to a higher level and start talking about like actually like using the network and like the available tools for developers, like I haven't encountered anything like it.
I am extremely excited about the next 6 months. If you just look at the objective view of what is being implemented from a technology standpoint, which is the seat I like to sit in, I think you can see a very clear track of adoption. But then you also have things like really deep penetration into the ESG market, and the Guardian and Dovu and Trajectory and RWAs. Archax is doing some really cool stuff, and I know we all know about the BlackRock money market fund that they tokenized a portion of onto Hedera. Karate Combat, like the biggest crypto product that anyone talks about in and out of crypto. It's bridged over to Joe Rogan. You had a presidential candidate actually moderating. You have the Wolf of Wall Street's doing, videos of him in the pit. All of these things are happening, and that's all built on Hedera, which again, I theorize that Hedera can be the user experience layer of Web3.
Over the past couple of years, seeing the work of our team, the work of the ecosystem, the work of the integrations that are happening, enable all of that smart contract programmability and flexibility to happen on Hedera, I think that's certainly going to unlock opportunities to come to the ecosystem, right? I'm even more excited about the things that are coming up, at the underlying protocol level, but that's, the HIP process will certainly take care of sharing that and welcoming all the input from the community about what's to come for optimizations happening under the hood. Like, in the future, ideally what we want is, if I have an asset on Hedera, I just want to send it to you like with a text, no matter what chain you're on, and you don't even have to worry about it, right? It's like abstracting all the protocols, all the bridging, everything that needs to happen to have that smooth end user experience. We have all these incredible technologies that the teams and the community have been able to deliver. And I only see this getting better with some of the things that we're going to see in the next 6 months.
On paper, the value add of an execution taking 3 to 5 seconds to finality is higher than most networks that exist, like 99%, 98%. So you can look at those things like, pegged to USD fees. That means that I can execute 2,000 of this thing, and I know that it's always going to cost X amount of USD. That's a high value add. And then I think the other side, which I think is another giant reason why Hedera has a massive ability to win this vertical, is it's really easy to do stuff. This is how other chains can utilize the Hedera consensus service in a way that has a great user experience, an extremely low cost, and a better execution on your native chain. What is the purpose of all of this? If we're just building technology for technology's sake, we lost the plot. So that's imperative. But then the second part is we need to be in the conversations. We need to be doing the crazy, Solana has, you have like the meme coin wars, you had ordinals. All of these things get a lot of people's attention. It gets developers' attention because they follow liquidity. So if we can tap into our fundamentals that Ed talked about, and we can have that conversation in front of a very energized developer and user base, and we can say, okay, yes, on ordinals, this is how it works. We kind of build our analogous version of that over on Hedera, and this is how it works. And people go, oh wow, that's way faster. Oh wow, that's extremely cheaper. Oh wow, there's why don't you restrict it by block size? Now they're asking questions about the consensus mechanism because it compares to something that they're excited about over on the other side. Once we kind of have this clarity view of the value add of networks, what developers are really trying to build that bring quality of life and quality of product to people, Hedera wins most of the time in that comparison. I am bullish on Hedera. I see tons of traction in giant verticals from ESG to RWA. Our tokenization methods are being used in financial institutions for money market funds and others, real estate. And the ability for us to tap into our amazing developer pool, enable our community, and just build a future that is accepting, open, and just teaches people how to utilize this amazing technologies there.